Good morning, students. Let's continue with the chapter that is issue of shares. Take down the next side heading. Calls in areas. Under that, write down. It often happens that some shareholders fail to pay the amount of allotment or call when it becomes due. Full stop. This is known as calls in areas. Next line. There are two methods to deal with calls in areas. First one, without opening calls in areas account. So in this case, calls in areas account will not be prepared, and there is another case by opening calls in areas account. So in this case, a separate account, that is calls in areas account, will be prepared. Let me give you an example for both the cases. X Limited made first call of rupees 2 per share or 10,000 shares. One shareholder holding 500 shares did not pay first call, but when the company made final call of rupees 3 per share, he paid all the shares. So we can adopt any of the two methods here. That is method 1, without opening calls in areas account, or by opening calls in areas account. So first entry will be on making first call due. This will be the same for both the cases. What will be the entry? Share first call account debited to share capital account. So they have said that 10,000 shares of 2 each, 20,000 debit, 20,000 credit. Next, second entry is on receipt of first call. So what happens is, one shareholder holding 500 shares did not pay the first call. So it is bank account debited to first call account. So out of 10,000 shares, 500 shares were not paid. So it is 9,500 into 2. That is 19,000 debit, 19,000 credit. Third entry is on making final call due. Share final call account to share capital account. So 3 per share, 10,000 into 3, 30,000, 30,000. And fourth entry is receipt on final call. So it is bank account debited to share final call. They have said that in the final call he paid all his areas, that is he even paid his share first call money. So 30,000 is final call, 1,000 was due for first call, and 31,000. This is when they have not opened a new account, that is calls in areas account. And when they have opened the calls in areas account, the first entry will remain the same. Only there will be a change in the second entry, that is on receipt of first call. In this we will open the new account, that is calls in areas account. So bank account debited, calls in areas account debited to share first call account. So bank will be 19,000, calls in areas will be 1,000, first call will be 20,000. Next, the third entry will remain the same. There will be change in the fourth entry, that is on receipt of final call. So in this case the entry will be bank account debited to share final call, and instead of share first call we'll be writing to calls in areas account. Clear? So this is the difference when an account is prepared and when an account is not prepared. Next, take down the side heading. Calls paid in advance. So under that, write down, a shareholder may sometimes pay a part or whole of the amount not yet called upon his shares in order to save himself the trouble of paying different calls at different times. Full stop. Such amount is known as calls in advance. So sometimes what happens, the company may not even call up the amount, but the shareholder will pay the amount in advance. So when the amount is paid in advance, it is known as calls paid in advance. So in this we will be having the entries. Under that, write down, when the amount of calls in advance is received, comma, it is credited to a newly opened account, calls in advance account. Full stop. The entry will be bank account debited to calls in advance account. So calls in advance is shown on the equity and liability side of balance sheet under the heading current liabilities. When the call is made by the directors, comma, the following entries will be passed. Under that, write down first one. When the amount becomes due on call on all shares, including those on which call has been received in advance. So the entry is share call account debited to share capital account. When calls in advance has been received, so entry is bank account debited, calls in advance account debited to share call account. Next to bank account, you can write with the amount actually received, calls in advance with the amount of the call received in advance, and as narration you can write calls in advance adjusted. So there is an interest in calls in arrears and calls in advance, but it is not a part of our syllabus. So take down illustration 17. Chandra Limited issued 40,000 shares of 10 each, 2.5 on application, 2.5 on allotment, 2 on first call, 3 on second call. All the shares were subscribed and amount received. Mohan, who had 800 shares, paid the amount of first and second calls with allotment. So it is calls in advance. Pass necessary journal entries. So journal entries in the books of Chandra Limited. Date, particulars, GF, LF, debit and credit. So 1st May 2005, bank account debited to share application account, 40,000 into 2.5, 1 lakh debit, 1 lakh credit. Write the narration. Application money received. Next, on 1st July 2005, I have been writing 1st July 2005 because the application money will be transferred to share capital account on the date of allotment. So it is share application account debited to share capital account. 1 lakh, 1 lakh. Write the narration. Allotment application money transferred to share capital account. Next, 1st July 2005. Share allotment account debited to share capital account. $40,000 into 2.5, 1 lakh debit, 1 lakh credit. Write the narration. Allotment money due. Next, on 1st July 2005, the calls money has been received in allotment stage. So the entry is bank account debited to share allotment account to calls in advance. Calls in advance will be 800 into 5, that is 4,000. Share allotment is 1 lakh. Bank will be 1 lakh 4,000. Why calls in advance is 800 into 5? Because a person having 800 shares paid the first call and second call money. So first call was 2 rupees, second call was 3 rupees. So total 5, 800 into 5. So write the narration. Allotment money received together with calls in advance on 800 shares at rupees 5 per share. Next, 1st October 2005, share first call account debited to share capital account. That is 40,000 into 2, 80,000 debit, 80,000 credit. Write the narration. First call due on 40,000 shares at rupees 2 per share. Then 1st October, bank account debited, calls in advance account debited to share first call. Share first call is 80,000. First call money received in advance was already received. How much? 800 into 2, 1600. So bank will be 80,000 minus 1,600, 78,400. Write the narration. First call money received on 39,200 shares at rupees 2 per share, comma, calls in advance on 800 shares of Mohan adjusted. So usually what is the entry? First call money received. So because there was calls in advance already received over here where we have credited it, we will be debiting in the first call or whichever amount or whichever call it has been received in advance. Next, on 1st Feb 2006, share second and final call account debited to share capital account. 40,000 into 3, 1,20,000 debit, 1,20,000 credit. Write the narration. Second call money due. Next, again on 1st Feb 2006, bank account debited, calls in advance account debited to share second and final call. So 800 into 3, 2,400, 1,17,600, 1,20,000. Write the narration. Second call money received on 39,200 shares at rupees 3 per share, comma, calls in advance on 800 shares adjusted. Next, take down illustration 19. Sunrise Limited was registered with a capital of 4 lakh in shares of 100 each. It issued 2000 of such shares payable 25% on application, 25 on allotment, 20 on first call, and the balance as and when required. So balance is how much? 30 rupees. All money payable on application and allotment were duly received. But when the first call of 20 per share was made, one shareholder holding 100 shares failed to pay the amount due. So this becomes the calls in areas, and another shareholder holding 200 shares paid them in full. So this becomes a calls in advance. Record the necessary journal entries. So journal entries in the books of Sunrise Limited. Date, particulars, JF, debit and credit. So first entry will be bank account debited to share application account. 2000 into 25, that is 50,000 debit, 50,000 credit. Write the narration. Application money received. Next we have share application account debited to share capital account. 50,000 debit, 50,000 credit. Write the narration. Application money transferred to share capital account. Next, share allotment account debited to share capital account. 20,000 into, again it is 25, 50,000 debit, 50,000 credit. Write the narration. Application allotment money due. Next, bank account debited to share allotment account. 50,000 debit, 50,000 credit. Write the narration. Allotment money received. Next, share first call account debited to share capital account. 2000 into 20, 40,000 debit, 40,000 credit. Write the narration. First call due on 2000 shares at 20 per share. Next, bank account debited. We have received the final call money. So, to share first call to calls in advance. Calls in advance is 200 shares of 30 each. Why 30? One shareholder holding 100 shares failed to pay the amount, and another shareholder holding 200 shares paid them in full. So application is 25, allotment is 25, first call is 20, total is 100. So what will be final call amount? It is 30. So 200 shares one person was holding, he paid calls in advance. So 200 into 30 is 6,000, and 100 shares failed to pay the amount. So out of 2000 shares, 1900 only have paid the amount. So 1900 into 20, 38,000, and bank account will be 44,000. Write the narration. First call received on 1900 shares at 20 per share, plus second call received in advance on 200 shares at rupees 30 per share. Next, there is an entry of calls in areas. Calls in areas account debited to share first call account. 100 into first call money 20, 2000 debit, 2000 credit. So write the narration. Calls in areas brought into account. We can even combine the last two entries. The entry will be bank account debited, calls in areas account debited to share first call to calls in advance account. Okay. Next we need to do the balance sheet. Balance sheet as on and then notes to accounts. So first we have share capital. Under that, authorized capital in bracket 4,000 shares of 100 each, 4 lakh. Next we have issued, that is 200 shares of 100 each, 2 lakh. Next we have subscribed but not fully paid. So it is 2,000 shares of 100 each, 70 called up. Why 70 is called up? Because final call was not called. It is 1,20,000 less calls in areas, that is 2,000. So 1,38,000. Next we have second one, other current liabilities. Calls in advance 6,000. Next second one, assets. Under assets we have cash and cash equivalents. Under that, cash at bank. Wherever there is bank account debit or credit, we need to add it. We get 1,44,000. So in the balance sheet, first one, equity and liabilities. Under that we have shareholders funds. Under that A, share capital. Share capital is note number 1, 1,38,000. Then current liabilities. Under that other current liabilities. Note number 2, 6,000. 1,44,000. Next second one we have assets. Under that current assets, cash and cash equivalents. Note number 3, 1,44,000. So our assets and liabilities are tallying, which means your problem is correct. Clear? So that's all for today. We shall be continuing the remaining problems in the next class. Thank you.